It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso and SABC3, and I'm very excited about this particular moment because Julio Beast Bianchi and Kalen Moodley are among South Africa's top professional gamers, and both of them have recently qualified for the prestigious annual FIFAe Club World Cup with a total prize pool of, and this is why I'm their friends, $245,000 up for grabs. Now, joining us in studio, Julio, welcome, my friend.
Yeah, good morning. It's a huge honor and a privilege for me to be here.
Oh, fantastic, man. And then also in Joburg, we have Kalen, who joins us on the studio. How's it, Kalen? How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Now, between you two, I know that this is such an achievement. I want to say congratulations for the accomplishment, but I think that you're both no strangers to competing in major FIFA events. I would like to just start with you, Kalen. Tell me a bit more about your experience on the world stage thus far.
So I only started competing last year. I qualified for 2 tournaments, one in Romania and one in Paris in February. And yeah, those are the only 2 tournaments I've played in internationally because of my age. And yeah, just really happy to keep continuing doing that this year.
Nice. Well, I mean, you are sensational, apparently, because I chatted to Jules, who's here in studio, and this guy is absolutely incredible as well. I know that when it comes to FIFA rankings, there are people that you need to look out for, and at the moment, you know, Kalen's ranked 33rd at the moment, but I think there's at the beginning of the year, you told me, right, that he's close to being #1 at the moment. Is that true?
Yeah, so basically, this year we have a new ranking system. And in South Africa, me and Kalen, we are the top 2 in the whole country. And yeah, we're fighting to get the highest rank in the world.
Oh, my goodness. Kalen, a little bit earlier, you mentioned about your age and ranking. How old are you now?
18 now.
18 years old. Okay. This is absolutely incredible. Now, Julio, you know, you've won many top local tournaments. And I mean, you ended the FIFA 20 season as #3 on the PS4. That's your thing, right? So tell me a bit more about some of your top achievements. I know Kalen was mentioning about his tournaments as well, but how have you been doing?
Yeah, so I've won about 15 local tournaments, official ones, in South Africa. But my standout moment would definitely be when I qualified in 2018 for a global series qualifier, which was hosted in the Netherlands in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I played against guys I idolized in 2-time world champion August Rosenmeyer, whom I managed to beat as well. So yeah, I managed to put South African FIFA on the, on the global stage and make my family and friends really proud with that achievement.
This is why they call this man Beast. That's why. So, Kalen, from your side, the FIFAe World Cup is the pinnacle of competitive FIFA gaming. What was the qualification process like for you?
It was a bit hectic compared to usual because of the COVID restrictions that I could say. We had to play over 4 weeks just to qualify for this event, and it was very difficult, but we got the job done, Julia and I.
I mean, congratulations for that. I mean, it's really great to have the 2 greats of FIFA in the country on Expresso. But of course, everybody's goal for the tournament is obviously to win. And I mean, when you have these 2 very powerful FIFA players, naturally there's got to be competitive spirit between both of you. And I don't mean to cause any animosity, but the Beast versus Kalen, which one of you is the better player? I'll let you start, Kalen.
I think so far this year I've just had the edge over Julio, but it constantly changes between us 2.
Diplomacy, I like that. Not for too long though. We have a tournament happening in studio a little later. But from your side, Julio, I mean, you were saying earlier that Kalen is someone to be reckoned with, and obviously it is something that you want to win. And ahead of the tournament, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, honestly. I love competing against the best players in the world. And we have this opportunity again to play against the best from the Middle East in Zone 3. But yeah, obviously there's added pressure from, the world watching. That's the biggest stage of them all. But yeah, we're feeling great. We feel on the day, if we give it our best shot, we can win. And we want to come home with the trophy, of course.
I'm actually very excited to hear the South African national anthem being played ahead of a gaming tournament. That is going to fill me with pride. Kalen, from your side, just a quick anecdotal question. How many hours of FIFA do you get through a day?
Believe it or not, I only play on the weekends. I don't play FIFA during the week at all.
You know what I wanted to say? I wanted to say whatever. But it's okay. You can say on the weekend. That's all right. But, and from
Yeah,
your
that's
side,
all
Julia,
right.
how many gaming hours does it take to be like the best in South Africa?
Definitely not 20 hours out of the 24
Okay,
hours. I can
okay.
guarantee you that. But I also have studies. I'm also an accounting student at CPUT. I'm in my 4th year this year. But yeah, I dedicate most weekends to gaming. But during the week, I obviously dedicate that to my studies.
Yeah.
But yeah, all weekends, basically, I'm offline.
Do you know what I enjoy about both of you? You two are such great ambassadors because I'm sure there are a lot of new FIFA players watching thinking, I mean, if I get the most hours in, I can be like these guys. But as you could hear, there's a balance there. One is studying and doing it on the weekend. Caden, for the same for him as well. So I think there's a great message. But I would love to ask you two fantastic individuals. Caden, I'm going to start with you. Any tips that you can impart for some aspiring FIFA players, the new ones that want to be just like you guys?
Okay, I don't want to be like totally against your parents, but obviously no one wants to see their child gaming. But the best thing I could say is keep on, you know, if you enjoy gaming, you have to game. Until I think one of the best things someone said to me was never settle for what you have and continue to get what you want. And I think wanting to be the best has definitely improved my game in FIFA. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
I like that because the concept remains the same. No matter what you touch, you have to aspire to be better and more, which is great. Julio, from your side, for new FIFA players, especially on the PlayStation, do you have any tips and tricks? Because I have to play against somebody later. I know you're playing one of the presenters later too, but what would be your top tip for me?
For me, just in general, I mean, speaking in general, it would be, for me, patience and belief when it comes to youngsters.
Yeah.
Especially, you need to believe in yourself, in your abilities. You need to be confident. And yeah, and that's what I left football. I was playing real football.
Yeah.
And I left that for something I saw in the long run. I had a goal for myself. I had a vision for myself. And I loved football. And then when it comes to you, obviously, you just need to be confident in your abilities, stick to what you know,
Okay.
know what you're good at, what you're not so good at,
Okay.
and rather focus on turning that to something that you're good at and trying to become the best at it, rather than focusing on your weaknesses. That's what I tend to do.
I love the message. Finesse, finesse, through ball, through ball. That's going to happen later. Thanks a lot to Julia and you, Kaylin, in Johannesburg. Julia will be playing one of the presenters, as mentioned, a little later, and of course, that chance for you to win with FIFA 21. Stick with us.